We've reached the end of the regular season, and we'll close it out with an NFC North slugfest. The Lions snapped the 4-game losing streak to the Packers back in Week 2. Now they go for the series sweep. Next.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former first-round pick in his second season now in the NFL. From Utah State, it's Jordan Love.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them.
Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age, it's Justin Fields.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jeff Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They have those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Third and 2. Love with it. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Trey Flowers
Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Young quarterback, got to learn. Need to get rid of the football.
Because when you don't get rid of the ball, they accumulate more sacks. But you're exactly right. Internal clock has to go off. Either get rid of it or start to take off and go.
Complete. Smith has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. From the 25 on 2nd down. Fields flushed out right. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent time.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Fields swings this out for a punt. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jacob Harris. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. And Detroit getting set to go now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Love's throw complete there to Moore. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Working out of the gun. Love. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Love from the gun. Hauled in over the middle by Reagor. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but
Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Harris has it over the middle. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Throwing. Love. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
that's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Love. Reagor catches it left side. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And maybe just lucky to get that pass away.
And maybe should have held on to it because I don't know what you thought. That didn't look like the primary receiver to me.
No, I don't think it was.
I agree. I think he's coming over a secondary target. Maybe in that situation, you don't throw it at all. Eat it, take care of the football. They're fortunate nothing bad happened on that one. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for the... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled into 15.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And, Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Back to throw, Fields.
That ball complete to Isabella. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal, but you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Toward the pylon, caught, and it's a Packers touchdown.
Kareem Hunt
with his 16th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Lions 10. Justin Tucker set to kick.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted.
Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. And it's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a...
It got his man complete. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Packers.
Jacob Harris.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Lions 10. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. And Detroit back in possession of the football.
And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 10, Love.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On play action, Fields. Looking deep for Jennings. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5.
Let's go.
A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is up. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ball game.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Hunt. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
is set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back.
And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the third quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. One interception, just get back to being who you are, and this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They hand this off to Harris. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down. Harris. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
To throw now, here's Love. He's got Smith here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back, but boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Love's throw complete to Rager.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, Love. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Play action. It's Fields. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here
in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5.
A carry here for Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Jacob Harris with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, Love. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Love now to pass on 1st down. That caught by Trimble.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Tommy Trimble, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
17. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Love. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And shutting him off, now open field.
Oh!
Still going. Touchdown, Detroit. Elijah Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Kareem Hunt, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Love. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different